Oh, that cut out real quick.
Yeesh.
Welcome to Inside the U,
Good start.
the ultimate adult hockey podcast.
That's
Here
right.
with Larry Legend. Special guest, Jeff Horner, South Jersey Barracuda
Yeah.
extraordinaire.
Gentlemen, thanks
Team
for
U,
having me.
Team U alum,
Team U alone.
the GOAT squad.
Jeff over Jerry, dude.
Yeah, Jeff over
Damn.
Jerry.
We've upgraded the right hand man chair over there.
Jerry is, where is he, in Belize? Where is he?
I don't know. You guys have said so many different
Different B countries.
Yeah.
I don't know where he is. He's
it?
on an island somewhere, of course.
Isn't it Barbados? Belize does not sound right.
No, it's not right. I just
Where is Belize?
I just like to troll him.
Where's Belize?
Belize
No, I have
in
no clue.
Central America.
Steve said he's in Bucharest.
I've given a couple of different.
Rome's in Romania.
Bali was one too.
Bali. That's
Bali
a
would have
little
been cool.
vacay spot.
Yeah, I think he's in Barbados doing like a sandals thing,
Yeah, I think it's Barbados.
celebrating his 10th wedding anniversary.
Congrats
Yeah.
to them. 10
Congratulations, Jerry.
Yeah, you made it. 10 years. Usually, I feel like if you make it 10 years, you're just locked in at that point. Dude.
Golden.
I mean,
There's nothing, you can't turn it around at that point.
theoretically, you're locked in at the altar, but
I mean, not really. Get a big D,
Oh,
big divorce, you know?
Hell
big D.
no.
Nah.
Hell no.
Yeah, I wouldn't I would recommend it at this point,
I wouldn't recommend it.
but not too often. You know, you don't want to do it too many times.
Yeah, you want to limit your amount of D's.
Yeah, if you can get it right the first time, I suggest that.
That's definitely the best.
Sometimes it
Yeah,
takes 2 or 3 shots at
You
it.
got to be, cautious about who you're picking.
Right.
Whether
That's
if you're a woman
Yeah.
or a man.
I wouldn't suggest anyone to get married unless you 100% fucking know
Yeah.
until you're like 30, dude.
Yeah.
At least 30, 31. Figure it out.
Yeah.
Get
Yep.
a little bit mature.
I would I'd say it's good advice.
I can't wait for Larry's wedding, dude.
Alrighty.
I'm
Welcome
gonna be
inside
trash,
the U.
dude.
That'll be fun.
That'd be
Welcome
so
to Inside the U, the oldest adult hockey podcast. Each week we're bringing insider topics, special guests, and slight entertainment from the world of adult hockey, along with discussions and updates around the Ultimate Adult Hockey League. I'm Larry, joined as usual by the UHL commissioner. No Jerry, Jeff Hornsey, Team U alum, Barracudas. What do you call him? Barracudas extraordinaire.
Yeah, something like that. We used to be a rival. I don't know if we're a rival anymore. We were a rival for that first game.
The first game.
And then it just faded out. dude.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be an interesting season, but
Yeah, I thought it was going to be like we're going to be like, every game's going to be tough. Like, you remember they played like Rain City, or Dexter, or whoever.
Otters.
It was like you had to like really step up. And now it's just like everyone's chill
Yeah.
for the most part.
Yeah.
I mean, there's
I
some
think there was a lot
guys,
of- There was a lot of hype after that first game.
Yeah.
So it's hard to live up to that.
Yeah. If we would have lost the second game, I think it would have turned into something.
True. But this week you guys were kind of like shorthanded, right?
Yeah. I had to bring in some guys. That was,
Yeah.
Santora,
Yeah, just didn't live up. Didn't feel like it. Yeah, who's your normal goalie?
Kyle Rank.
Kyle's, yeah, he's usually good.
Kyle's
Yeah,
very
he's
good. Yeah.
Good.
I mean, not
good
that Santora's
goalie,
not good, but Kyle's usually like one of
Yeah.
those like shutdown guys. You know?
Yeah, they can Kyle's like one of those guys that can win a game. For you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I played with him and AJ Colella in high school.
Yeah, Kyle was sick.
Yeah.
Yeah. AJ was my all-star goalie.
Yeah,
Word.
good
A
pick.
little foreshadowing.
Yeah.
Good pick.
Yeah.
He was my goal player.
Yeah,
I noticed that he had a new helmet during the All-Star game. I was like, yo, what is this?
He did.
Yeah, and he was like, it's so I don't get CTE. It's like, what are you talking about? He's like, yeah, my old helmet broke.
Yeah, it wasn't like a traditional goalie helmet. It was like the bigger, like the old school style one, but I feel like you could
Yeah, it
see
was
better in
different
those
looking,
things.
It was matte white. It's an interesting color.
Yeah. You didn't say it? You didn't see it? It's like the ones that have a little bit more cage, I guess. Like they're a little bit wider.
I saw it. I remember it looking off, but I didn't think anything of it. I was just like, all right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't
so-
know. Like the old school fucking Chris Osgood type. Maybe not that bad.
Chris Osgood.
Yeah, that's
I'm
a
old.
throwback.
Yeah, maybe not like that style,
it
but
wasn't.
it was like
normal.
it wasn't normal.
Normal shape.
No, it wasn't. Like the goalie helmets are
Nah,
really kind
it
of
was-
narrow.
Yeah, it was kind of like
Wide.
fat, wide, kind of.
But it was like the shape though, wasn't it? It was just like shorter.
It was like kind of wide out here.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know what it is. We don't have any goalies on here, so
I don't know.
well,
I
ask Santora next time he
wasn't
comes
that- yeah.
on, like what the deal is. I feel like I would want that. Like you
Yeah.
would want to have
He said it was for protection, right? I mean, that
Yeah.
makes sense to me.
you would want to have like the most peripheral
Yeah.
vision possible as a goalie, right?
Yeah.
I don't fucking know.
Whatever.
You don't know anything.
All right,
about
we're gonna
goalies.
check in on our Week 11 results.
are
Our
weird,
we'll check in on our youth survivor picks
Okay.
We'll recap our All-Star game.
Yeah.
Plus much more. But before we do all that, I just want to ask you guys to continue to contribute to Inside the U when you see fits. We use the weekly show to directly grow the league in a few different ways. So if you were slightly entertained or you learned something about the league or World of Adult Hockey in general, don't forget to subscribe here with at UAHL Hockey. Drop comments like you guys always do. Give us feedback like you guys always do. And share the show if you can. So anyway, ASG recap. You pre-alluded to it.
I know.
It doesn't make sense.
It was fun. We changed it up. So usually we do like a just a normal game. And it was getting, I don't know if it was getting stale yet, but I kind of want to get ahead of the curve a little bit. So we implemented that.
That's a good way to put it. I don't think it was getting stale, but I thought
it was a really cool format.
Yeah. There's a little tweaks that we'll make later.
Yeah.
There's a big gap. Like we played the first game and we didn't play until the very last game. So like there was a 40-minute, 50-minute gap in between the first and the last game. And as a player, like,
in the grand scheme of things, that's not too bad. But
it's not, but you're sitting there for a while.
That's where the shorter games probably did you guys a favor.
Yeah.
Because me and Nick were like, it should be longer, but
I kept asking the players, like when they came off, I was like, is that all right? Like, is that enough time? And they were like, yeah.
Yeah.
Especially because we had to use the full ice sheet. And then like you're skating the full ice sheet.
I noticed that. I was worried about it, but like, when you go out there and skate up and down, the full ice sheet 3-on-3, after 10 minutes, you're toast.
Yeah. I was like, I don't want to say I was nervous, but I was like, I hope it's not like boring for the guys, but everyone seemed to like it.
It looked like fun. I thought maybe like
spark some interest in the threes format too.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. And Team Steve got the dub.
Of course. I told you. Come on. I know the squad. I know the players. Like we had Nick here, no offense, and Jerry, honestly. You know them more than Nick and Jerry. But they had no idea who 90% of the people on the list were.
I agree.
Yeah. So like
and I should have won.
No.
Yes.
You shouldn't have. You didn't even come close.
I should have had Gasol.
Now you did have a good team.
Because imagine if I had Gasol.
Yeah. You had Charles and Alex Nesper. And I was like, all right, they're going to be pretty good.
And King, Desi.
You had a good team, but you didn't make it out of the first round.
I should have. And they know it. Everyone knows it. Everyone knows that.
Larry was reffing, dude, so he was trying to influence the game a little bit.
That honestly, reffing, I was overcompensating for like not being involved in it too much. I'm like, I shouldn't have reffed. I would have been on the bench yelling at him, getting him ready to go.
So Team Jerry didn't make it. We played Team Jerry first game. And the first goal was actually like it wasn't an own goal, but we had a little bit of a defensive like.
Oh yeah, he like lost the puck, or like he dropped it. He dropped
it in the middle of the net. Yeah, and then they scored. I was like, oh shit, because it was getting late because we only had 10 minutes. And There was like 4 or 5 minutes.
That play was weird. I remember that. It was like a weird play.
And I was like, oh crap, I don't want to lose first time. And then we turned it up.
It was a close game.
But one thing I don't know.
They had Weckby.
You know Mitch. Right? Yes. Competitor.
Yes.
Didn't know. I don't know like them to that level, but he was like all about it.
Yeah.
About winning. We had
that was great, dude.
Derek from the Invaders, he was all about it. Casal was in it. Like we had guys that wanted to win it. Yeah. I was like, all right, we're definitely gonna pull this one out.
So if you were with us for the All-Star Game draft, my gold player ended up being the next confirmed player. So NBO sent Graydon, who was a no-call, no-show.
Yeah.
You're on my list, Graydon. And the
second one, which I chose.
The second confirmed player ended up being Gasol. Now, my goal player who was supposed to... I didn't get a goal player.
No.
So...
You had Charles. He was a gold player.
No, he was a silver draft pick.
Yeah, but he's high end.
Yes, that's why he went second overall. Like, that's value right there. You know what I'm saying? It's values.
Yeah.
Grab Charles as your silver pick, pair him with a gold player like Gasol.
Well, so Nikki picked...
I got cheated. I got cheated.
You didn't get cheated. Yeah. You chose that. Go back on the podcast.
I did. I listened to it several times.
And you said the first confirmed one.
Yes, the first confirmed gold player. No offense to Graydon, but he's a rusty player on a gold roster.
He's a bronze player on a gold roster. Or sorry. On a
sorry, dude.
You know what I'm talking about. But like, yeah. But you chose it, dude. You could have said Team 24/7, whoever they sent.
But you made it sound like you cheated. You made it sound like he wasn't going to play.
I didn't know. Yes. I literally screen capped the text message and sent it to you.
Yes, but before You didn't send us that before.
I sent it as soon as I got it. I even scrolled over. So
Steve, you won,
dude.
You won, buddy.
Dude, you just got beat at your own game, dude.
I just still feel
Casal scored
cheated.
1 goal, and it was a sick goal. But
Casal's not a goal scorer, dude.
No, he's a great
He's
player.
a glue guy. He's a glue defenseman.
Yeah,
And he can score goals. He just happens to
I
be able to
think
score
he's
goals.
more than that.
No, he can score goals, but he's very valuable on the blue line.
He is. Yeah, we had a great roster top to bottom.
Yeah, whatever.
And we won. And if we have to run it back, I will.
You're on my list, Green. When I ref you on the Corn Stars next week.
Getting all the calls against, dude.
Yeah.
So. But you did have a great team too.
Yeah.
You definitely had, even though you didn't win the first game, you probably had the second best team.
They led a bunch of breakaways. They didn't score on a couple breakaways. Yeah, that hurts.
Yeah, we had some strategy. We always got to keep a guy back. We had a little bit of experience from the threes tournament.
Yeah.
So we knew what we had to do.
You had experience from the threes tournament?
We did. We learned in the threes tournament. You got in 3-on-3, you have to keep a guy back at all times because otherwise you're gonna have 2 on O's, 1 on O's, breakaways.
Well, that's why I had Nesper, Spore together.
Yeah.
They just couldn't score.
Jeff's great too.
They couldn't score.
Yeah,
we had 3 breakaways.
On paper, I think that you guys had the best team, but
thank you.
Not on,
that's all you had to say.
On paper, dude.
Yes, that's all that matters for me as the GM. Honestly, Howie Roseman, all that matters for him is he's got the best roster on paper.
But I was
the boys got to perform.
Yeah, Mitch, I was impressed with.
Mitch is a great guy.
Dude,
yeah,
great competitor, and then everyone else was great.
Yeah.
Mike Morera is great. We had good.
Yes,
good
you had a good roster.
And then AJ was great too. Played great in net.
I think he made a difference in that final game.
I think so.
Yeah,
he
was
saves.
They couldn't get anything on him.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe if Bascal wasn't there.
Bascal had his garbage time goal, I think.
Yeah, I know it was gonna be a
that
shutout.
Goal was nice. That goal was nice.
It was nice.
Well, Bascal won the first game. Remember, it was tied.
He did
last minute.
Yes, he ended up beating my. Yeah, yes. I remember.
You're probably yeah.
Shout out to Kyle Ringhauser.
Yeah. Oh, he wasn't there.
No, he was
at
there.
Our game.
He was there.
No, at our game this week.
No.
Yeah, he's a good player.
He is very good. It was going to be Jeff if it wasn't Kyle.
Yeah.
So Jeff was hoping that Kyle wasn't going to show up.
Nah,
I'm happy he was there, man. He's fucking a fantastic defenseman.
Yeah, he's a great player.
He's incredible.
Great on the line.
Yeah.
The way he
hard ass shot too.
Yeah. Every time he shoots, I'm like,
no shield.
Yeah, that's wild behavior.
Psycho person.
Yeah,
wild behavior.
Raw for that shit, man.
I don't know how they do that.
I think we have to change that. Just somebody's gonna lose an eye, dude.
Nah, it's men's league.
Well, so the league before us, when if you didn't have a shield on or a cage, you had to sign a waiver.
Okay. Well, that makes sense.
Because we actually had a guy who got hit in the in the eye. Not us, we didn't do it, but the league before. Remember? Do you remember that? It was a malicious play. It was a cross check to the face, dude.
I do.
Yeah, but that's, to me, it's you kind of, you're accepting the risk.
I agree.
Even with the shield,
I'm saying.
you're
I
accepting
don't know
the risk.
What can we even say about that? Waiver makes sense.
It's just protection, honestly, on our end, just in case. But
makes sense.
But we got guys like Derek, no shield, nothing, no shoulder pads, just jersey on bare skin, dude.
And Spore does the same thing. He doesn't wear shoulder pads either.
And Spore's smaller, so you think you'd be more susceptible to getting sticks up high.
I think they're just fuck it.
Yeah, fuck it.
Happened to Kevin Troy last season. He got a butt end to the sternum. He was hurt for a couple of weeks.
To the sternum?
Yeah.
That actually sucks.
I don't know how you don't wear anything. At least if you don't wear shoulder pads, wear a padded shirt.
I feel, dude. You know me. I go out there. I don't have elbow pads on.
And that's nuts.
I wear shoulder pads. Now I have a visor on. I'm not going out there without shoulder pads on, which makes honestly no sense if you think about it. But it does. I'm not playing without shoulder pads.
Yeah, same.
It's weird.
But you're way better than me if you don't. I could never go without elbow pads.
The elbow pad, trust me, the elbow pad thing is
at least once a game. Dude.
The elbow pad thing is weird, but I know that if things are under my control, I can avoid getting hurt. However, there's been a couple times where someone gets a stick up on my elbow or something. And it's out of my control. But if I'm going into the boards, I know I can stop myself. But the elbow pad thing is a little bit dumb. Honestly, I'll admit that.
Nicky said he's I know how to fall without elbow pads. You just stretch out, and I'm like,
I do feel the same way. But the only time I get hurt is when something unexpected happens, which happens all the time.
Yeah, I'd rather not take the chance, honestly.
All right.